Welcome to Bushmead, Western Australia. Behind me is the St Andrews Platinum, built by Home Group WA. It is a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom home with a theatre and a study. It is a 370 square metre home built on a 510 square metre block of land. We do need a 17 metre wide frontage for it to fit. I'm so excited to show you more. Let's head inside. Today's walkthrough video is all about looking at the finer details of the home and also giving you the time and space to digest the floor plan. A lot of people that are building here, they might only get to see the display 1 or 2 times. They might be rushed or overwhelmed walking through the display village. So sit back, relax, enjoy the video, and let's take a look at what makes this display so stunning. We're going to start the walkthrough from the front facade of the home. Stay tuned till the end if you want to find out exactly how much it costs to build this display. My first thoughts when looking at the front facade of this home is that it is very unique and very bold. So we have these T-bars in front of the garage that frame the garage entry. We have this beautiful stone cladding in the entryway on this projecting bit of brickwork. We have some really nice corner windows. The steps leading into the entryway as well gives us that nice height. The eaves are very high. I haven't looked at the plans yet, but I'd say they're at least 40 courses high. And of course, we've got some planter boxes over here, which I'm a really big fan of. Gives us a little bit of greenery in front of the home so that we're not, just going from road straight into, another construction. But yeah, when it all comes together, I think they've done a really good job. I love the colors, and I can't wait to show you the monochrome design that they've done for the interior of this home. Let's head inside. Okay, so naturally we're going to start speaking about the front entry. The entry door is a 28 course high door frame, but we also have this feature window above it. It's going to let in as much natural light as possible, and because we have this private L-shaped entryway, I think it's a really good feature. Let's head on inside, Matt, and let's take a look. So we've got this nice L-shaped foyer entry, and we have a very simple entry feature. So this cabinet work and also the paneling or the cladding, this can go onto basically any wall, but we've got this little bit of protruding brickwork on this side so that it finishes up nicely against it. Also, we've got 3 LED lights here as well, so it's really well lit. If you come around to this side, we have our entry passageway into the theatre. Again, we've got the bulkhead that carries over the passageway. We've got a little bit of extra brickwork here so that this passageway has more depth. And you can see that the bulkhead that carries over this passageway also acts as a recess for our TV. So if you come on through this side, this is the theatre. So that passageway bulkhead also acts as our bulkhead for this cabinet area for the TV. And then we have the light trough above it as well. So really smart the way that they've put it all together. It's all very pretty. And I love the colors, I love the monochrome. Other than that, the room's pretty straightforward. We do have the corner windows that I talked about at the front, but the theatre is quite simple. And I don't think it needs to be any more complicated than what it is. If you watch my videos, you know that I'm a huge fan of not having the master bedroom at the very front, so they have done that in this home. We have the entry door is recessed in a bit, because normally what you would see on a standard floor plan is you would just have the frame for your door here, and the door would just be sitting along the corridor, which they haven't done. So I like that it's recessed. So come on through. This is the master bedroom area. So we have our bed here, TV recess, walk-in robe, and ensuite. We have a recessed ceiling to 34 course above us with some timber cladding. And then to the walk-in robe, we do have a lintel over the top, so it's not a full height opening. And then we've got street surveillance from the walk-in robe. So very similar to the Prescott in that sense, it's nearly identical. And I love this layout. Behind you, we've again got this nice passageway bulkhead entering the ensuite. Full height tiling to the ensuite with mitered edges. And I think this is something that a lot of ladies and some gentlemen, I guess, will also love this feature, is the makeup desk. A beautiful mirror, LED lighting behind it, and then the Kit Kat tiling. And this is all framed with tiled brickwork. So we've got a bit of tiling surrounding it as well. Yeah, absolutely stunning how they've made this area. Very light, very bright. We also have a recess in the ceiling, and we've got the shadow line corners. So they've really, they haven't held back in this area. We have a nice tiled niche in here. So this needs to have 2 leaves of brickwork so that we can actually put the lintel to build up the tiled brickwork behind it. In here, if you come on through, this is the WC. We have our ledge wall behind the toilet. So I've seen this a lot in restaurants that are quite nice, and I've always thought, oh, I'd love to have that in my house. Home group now, starting to put it behind the WC. I'm a really big fan of that. The cost isn't extreme. I think it's well worth it if you are trying to make your house look a little bit more stylish. And yeah, the Kit Kat tiling, all black, contrasting against the white big tiles, looks amazing. So we're coming through, and this part of the home is my favorite because I remember the first time I walked through the Lakewood, which is the previous Bushmead home. You walk into this area and it gives you that wow factor. This home definitely does the same thing. So we have our kitchen on our left-hand side, facing our family dining al fresco, beautiful open plan living. And it absolutely blew me away the first time I walked through this space in the previous design. There's a reason why it's super popular. It is because it makes you feel really, I guess, happy, open. Looking at all of the features individually, we have the dropped ceiling with the recess in it and the light trough above. We've got the TV recess on this side with the cabinetry. The recess is sitting under the eaves. This is my favorite style of doing the TV recess because we're not eating into the space in the family room. Behind Maddie here, we have a bar area. To build this out, we've just got a recess, but then we've got the extra brickwork on this side to give it a little bit more detail. So you can imagine if we didn't have this contrasting paint here, we would just simply have an opening for it, which would still look nice, but the more detail we add, the more dimension we add, the nicer it gets. Coming through, we've got a little bit of protruding brickwork here so that the cladding can sit across this side with the bulkhead over the top. This is a really great way to decorate the home. We haven't seen a monochrome home in quite some time. I'm a very big fan of how it's all come together. We've got our pendant light over the dining. So scullery, laundry all together. We've got a door. This is 25 course door. I think it's the only one that is a 25 course door in the home. And then this is our shopper's entry. So this is where you would come in from the garage. A little drop zone here, and then we've got all the additional cabinetry on this side, linen, laundry, and then scullery here. So a very functional space indeed. And again, if you are having the laundry and the scullery together, if you can have a door so that you can close off the noise from the laundry, that's ideal. And again, if you want to separate, the food area from the laundry, we can always add a door to this section of the home as well, which I think is quite popular. Let's go through to the minor passageway. It's quite nice, it's quite homely. So on this side, if you come on through, we have our first additional linen cabinet here. And then we have a powder room with a full-size vanity, a double leaf ledge wall behind. Again, I'm gonna keep talking about it because I love it so much. And then through this way, we've got the minor bathroom. So we have our shower, and then we have the double vanity and bathtub here. And then we've got the ledge wall running all the way across the back wall. A nice feature window. We've got our column, structural column there. And then we have another niche that's built into the shower recess. So if you come on through this way, and you can see the additional niche built over there. Having these additional walls gives us the opportunity to make features with the tiles. So just having that contrast, again, adds another element of beauty to the room. bedroom number one, really big sliding robe, and then we've got a desk nook as well. So this is actually built out. The brickwork's already provisioned there, so you don't necessarily have to get the builder to build the desks in, but if you keep the brickwork here and the bulkhead, then you can just come in and put your own desk in afterwards. I think it's a really great feature. Activity area, and then we also have a study. So coming through into this room, this is not the biggest room in the world, and on paper, when I looked at it, I thought maybe it's a bit small, but now that I'm standing in it, it is all that you need, especially when you have a built-in desk like this. I think it works really well. It's a really nice space and it's positioned well in the home. Coming through here, guys, we have a sliding door to the alfresco, and then the last two remaining bedrooms. This one has our mirrored sliders for the robe here, and then we also have our desk nook on this side. Next up, we've got the final minor bedroom. This one has its own desk, and we have a walk-in robe. So every single one of these rooms is unique and it's purpose-built. It's not just random small cookie cutter boxes just smashed together. When you look at the floor plan, you can tell it's a very, very smart layout and very functional. This has to be currently in my top 3 favorite home group display homes. To build something identical to this display home, you'd be looking to spend anywhere between $710,000 to $740,000, and that's going to include absolutely everything. If you waited to do some of the cabinetry, the exposed aggregate, some of those finishing items yourself at the end, you could bring that price right back down to the low 600s. This floor plan, starting from our designer range, is priced from $450,000. So you've really got anywhere between $450,000 to $750,000 to work with, depending on how extreme you want to go with the specification. It's an absolutely stunning home. I love the layout. And if you are interested in building a home similar to this one, feel free to reach out to me. All my details are in the description below. I'll see you next time.